Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm Pabs, the wrestling VTuber and artist, and today we're going to be doing a few meme redraws. Now, a few people are kind enough to provide a few of the pictures we'll be doing today, so I'll just be trying to work through those and see if I can't get through all of them. I'd like to think that I'm decently fast at redrawing memes, but I think today will be a good test of that perceived dexterity. Dexterity isn't the right word. This. Oh, right. I think I said dexterity because, like, in Spanish, destreza can also mean, like, skill or competence almost. But it can also mean dexterity. Alright, so let's pop this thing open. I am wondering if I should try to, like, do these all in a set size or just try to draw over them. Hang on, how? So this is the first one that we have in Sword. This one is from Bunny. Thank you, Bunny, for providing this one. I actually really like this meme. I think it's a really good, like, the emotion it conveys is just very powerful. So I think the best thing to do would be to open a maybe 1,500. Does 1,500 sound good? 1,500 by 1,500 canvas, so that and I think we're just gonna like draw these over that. You know, we'll resize them as necessary. I mean, This thing is well, no, it's not basically a square. It's rather very clear. I mean, it's square-ish. Hey Jay, how's it going? Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna do it like this. Fuck it, we ball. I think for the best results, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the either this pen here, which has like I'm on the wrong layer. It has like this kind of like weird wobbly effect, which I think will look good because of the fast nature of this, or basically the Milli pen. Good. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day, actually. You know, fuck it, we ball. By the way, damn straight. Right on. How big should we set this? A little bit bigger than 4. Let's do 10. How's 10 look? Yeah, 10 feels about right. We can resize it. All right. I'm gonna make this like a nondescript person. I found out the other day that this is a dude from frickin' Lobotomy Corporation. And I'm still not over that. Like, did the person who made this meme know? Like, I mean, surely they must know, right? Like, they must know the influence they've had. Like, God. No, I'm not even kidding. This is from a freaking Lobotomy Corporation meme. This dude, I know this because like a bunch of people who played Lobotomy Corporation, Ultimate Containment Break, for real. Like, to be perfectly honest, I thought this was a Fate Grand Order meme. I thought this dude here was like that self-insert protagonist from Fate Grand Order. That's what I read it as because of the shirt and everything. But no, it's a dude from Lobotomy Corp. God. I really like, on the one hand I feel bad that like well, not even feel bad. Like, it feels weird knowing that, but on the other hand, I feel like that's a good thing because if the artist, like, if there's no original context for it, like, if very few people know the original context for this, I feel like that's a lower chance that the original artist got like, I don't know. I feel like if I made a meme that got super viral, I would like a degree of anonymity. Hello, Luca. It's good to have you. I still like I see sometimes I still see that freaking G Witch punch analysis meme that I made a long time ago. And you know, in retrospect I might have been like blinded by my excitement, but because like I see like some parts of the punch now that I didn't before. And you know, it's still really good punch, but like it's not as good as I thought it was initially. Anyway, I still see that floating around and I wish it wasn't doing that. I'm lucky because that's a very specific meme, so it didn't break containment. What is with this little... Ah, here we go. All right. Also, whoever I'm holding on to, like with this death grip, is going to need to be like very short because I'm not particularly tall. Like if I was grabbing somebody like this, I'm here for the meme redraws. I love meme redraws. Yeah, I'm very excited to do this. I've been meaning to get to it for a while now, but I've never like I've only just recently found the time to add it to the schedule. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like it's a bad thing that I didn't like give my character design like, eyes or like a lot of other facial features, a nose, let's say a nose, ears maybe. No eyes, by extension no eyelashes. I technically I have an eyebrow. I can wiggle I can wiggle my bag around so that it can like look like an eyebrow. But I like that I don't have that many facial features because it lets me really like scrunch up my face. Which really leads to some very demented expressions. Truly capable of some haunting stuff for a dude with just a mouth. God. Now I'm remembering. Yeah, like the freaking that Street Fighter 6 thumbnail that I made. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. God, yeah, look at that. The Street Fighter one literally top of the list. Like, look at that face. Harrowing. The bag of rice has so many expressions. I'm a very expressive young man. I think it also helps that I have like really sharp teeth. I feel like that really like carries a lot of it as well. Let's see. Wait, people have 4 teeth near the front, right? I think is 4 the right number? Like, you don't often think about like the number of teeth you have. I mean, I guess if you're getting punched in the face, I think that's like a number, like a very like high-ranking concern. But like outside of those very specific situations, I feel like you don't often need to think about how many teeth you have. Sometimes I have to think about how many fingers I have, like, make sure that they're all still there. But I feel like that's a very like niche situation. It took a few passes to be sure. Not gonna lie, right? I feel like it's because like they're like a thing we can't see, right? Because like if we could see our teeth, well, if you can see your teeth, there that means that you're either using X-rays or that they're still like, or like there's a big problem. But if you could see your teeth, I feel like they'd be easier to count. But no, you just got to rely on your tongue, and it's not like as precise as your fingers for like measuring stuff. For measuring discrete units. I'm not kidding. I do feel like in a couple of these I should be at least on like a step ladder or something, just so I can like reach the height of whoever I'm like grabbing. That is an angry bag of rice. Yeah. Like sometimes you have to make a face to make sure that you're getting their expression right. Hang on. Hmm. Yeah, not as many wrinkles on this one, but like I feel like I'm getting close. Climbing up on a chair to get a motherfucker. Like I'm in an argument with someone, I get really mad, and then I just like walk out of the room. Like it looks like I've stormed out of the room, only to knock down the door a few seconds later, back with a step ladder, just to reach up and grab whoever I'm talking to by the shoulders. It's an entire production. Sometimes it takes longer because it takes me a while to find a ladder. I like to believe that, like, if you live in a city, you are within like a 5 to 10 minute maximum walk of finding a ladder. Like, a surprising number of places have ladders. I would like to believe. If I was in charge of city planning, I'd make having a ladder in a building like having a fire extinguisher. It's like it's required to have at least one ladder per floor. You never know when you need to get up higher. Ladders are like rats, maybe. Maybe. In a lot of ways, ladders are like rats. People, you shouldn't walk under them for good luck. People use them to reach high places. For rats, it's a cartoonish expression of fear. I don't know. I've only ever had to deal with mice. I've never had to deal with like a proper rat. I've visited New York a couple of times, and they don't really have like I haven't seen like a New York sized rat. I feel like I've missed out on part of the cultural experience of visiting New York by not seeing a rat in one of my visits. Oh yeah, another way in which ladders are like rats is that people don't like it when you throw one at them. Yeah, I was same. I was a little let down to see zero rats in the Big Apple. Hmm. Right? I feel like it's almost like how like in Norway or like in China, in one of those places where like there's a big bike culture. You feel weird if you don't see like a bike every like a bike station or a bike block every 5 steps. Same thing with rats. I feel like rats should be the bikes of New York. Let's see. Really digging those fingers in there. Okay, I need to use a thinner brush. Okay, let's bring down the brush size a little bit here. Yeah, okay. I think a 5 size brush would be the best. Hmm. I feel like it doesn't quite capture the same despair that this original image does. I feel like the anger is definitely there, but like I feel like there's none of the like despair. And I think it's because I look too angry. Hang on, I've got an idea for how to fix this. Just like a really squiggly eyebrow. There we go. I feel like that one captures the vibe of the image more accurately. And then we got the little like angry marks around here. I kind of debated giving myself like the little angry marks for my own like angry expression because I feel like, you know, these are supposed to signify like a vein popping out, right? Like you're so angry that like your veins are literally throbbing. I don't have a circulatory system, so to speak. I'm pretty sure I have blood, but I don't know if I've got like a whole like, you know, I got like arteries and like capillaries and all that nonsense. Your grain's getting bunched up. Yeah, they're just like traveling through me. Yeah, I think this is good. You know when rice gets a bit of like moisture in it and clumps together a bit? It's like that. That's a good way of looking at it. I have been debating like making it so that I do want to be able to like keep my head separate from the rest of my body. I do like that being a thing that I can do. But I have debated like switching out from like a mochi body to like a secondary rice bag body. It'd be a lot more like economically efficient as well. You know, like rice grains keep a lot better than raw mochi. All right, let's see if I can find my own VTuber reference. Let's see. I'm gonna need to be mindful of like small gaps like this one. Yeah, like right here. I feel like the fact that I can make these like super messed up faces is especially like a big contrast with my normal expressions because like normally I just like have a very neutral like smiling face, right? Oh god. Fuck, that actually scared me a little bit. Why do I get jump scared by my own expression? God, like maybe the expression I made for that thumbnail is too powerful. You know, I need to recognize that sometimes I toy with powers that I'm not fully prepared to handle the consequences of. You know, it's all fun and games until you summon something you can't put down. I mean, I feel like a lot of that happened with the SF6 stream actually, because you know we also summoned Smabs, which is a whole fucking can of worms. God, his giant shiny head still haunts me to this very day. Yeah, luckily we don't have much weird vibes on that guy. Yeah, luckily we don't have to worry about him too much. Being from a 2D fighting game, he thankfully doesn't have any defenses against getting flanked. So you just really need to like sidestep him and then just punch him, and you know, that's that. One expression I think I love this thing. Hey, Leo. On expressions, I think the Limmy one is like the upper limit of what we were meant to see. The Limmy one. Hang on. Do I have the Limmy one on hand? Let me see if I can find the Lemmy one. Found it. Yeah, Lemmy is very much a mood. I love having this power. I love having the ability to like make this rich expression. For all the talk of people like squishing me, putting me in a shredder, you know, beating me with hammers and like bats and everything, I feel like being able to like make these cursed expressions is a fair sort of recompense. I earned every wrinkle on this face. I've got an idea for how to do something interesting. I've been reading this one comic recently, and the author does something very interesting. That when a character like bares their teeth like this, instead of like having like a discrete set of teeth, they have like a black pool, and like they just like fill in whites where the teeth are supposed to be, and it looks very intimidating. And I want to try seeing what happens if I do that. I'll have to do it over the line art layer. This is a vector layer. We don't need that. There are supposed to be 4 teeth here, but, well, we'll figure it out or we won't. The thing is, right, because even though it has theoretically the same effect as if you just drew the teeth together, I feel like there's like a sort of like disjointedness, like it's like almost like a texture that they have when you do them like one by one like this. That's 3 teeth. The way it's so detailed, it makes you uneasy. Yeah. You understand. You understand. So hang on, I need to like. Oh god, it's really bad when I cram that together like this. I I feel like I've seen like in like Indonesian culture or some or like I don't know which one it was specifically. There's like these statues of like demons or whatever, and they have like mouths like this, like rakshasas or something. Like they look a little like they have like really exaggerated fangs. Picked up a thing or two. Oh, it's always really cool when you like figure out a trick that can help like upgrade your art. I have studied the scribes. Ah, so you've been gazing upon the ancient tomes and the words of our ancestors and stuff? Way cool. I really like. Yeah, I'm a big fan of doing that myself. I love looking at the scrolls and everything. And then I don't know what I should fill in like with this gap though. Is the thing. Like I could just like seal up the mouth a little bit so that it's not so huge, but I feel like it loses a little something. Maybe exaggerate the bottom lip by adding more wrinkles. Ooh, that's a good idea. Hang on. I'm gonna like. Hang on. Yeah, like a big dip, and then like that's a different expression as a thing, but I feel like it would. No, hang on. I need to. What's the best way to do this? I think this is the way to go. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. Okay, bump this back up, bump it back down, add another layer. Weirdly enough, this is how you make... This reminds me a lot of like making mouths in Life 2D, how you like need to make the bottom lip. I should try to make another Life 2D model sometime soon. Not even of myself, just to like goof around. Well, one thing at a time. Yeah, alright. Yeah, Leof, the idea to increase the bottom lip's power was a fantastic call. Very commendable. Good work. My god, that looks awful. This looks terrifying. Maybe I should rebrand as a mascot horror. I feel like I should almost like rebrand as a mascot horror VTuber. Oh right, there's also like a little trickle of blood somewhere around here. I mean, we don't need to have it, but like, yeah, I think not having it is fine. Although I do want to like add shadow to this like nondescript person. Let's see, what should I do? There's a lot of different. Okay, using like a pink gradient I think helps a lot. You can add a lot of textures using gradients, which is useful, but like you also need to be very like careful about how you use them. So like I try to use like very, very, very small step gradients, so it's like barely noticeable, but there's still like a little bit of texture. All right, that's one down. Okay, I'm gonna put these in a folder. I'm gonna call them Pab's Grip or something like that. That makes it sound like I'm gonna turn this into an emote, which I very well could, but I feel like having the introduction to my channel, like I feel like emotes represent the culture of a channel. I'm imagining the person to be the sun. Oh, that'll be a good one. Hang on. Two things. First, I'm gonna like do the same thing that I did for the teeth below to like the teeth above. I'll also have to change the hands around a little bit, but like having it be the sun would probably be a good idea. Oh yeah. Speaking of random art stuff, I read the other day that apparently that art auction place Sotheby's or what, I don't know how it's pronounced. Sotheby's. Where, near the Beehive? Anyway, apparently they sold one of those like giant spider statues made by what's her name, Louise Bourgeois. There's a bee. It's been a while since I've thought about that mine. Hey, I'm Michael. I'm Michael with a B. I've been afraid of insects my whole life. Wait, stop. Where's the bee? There's a bee? Yep, that's cursed. Okay. And then we kind of like do it up here too. And then we're going to transform the person into the sun. I think the best way to do that, well, first of all, I need to turn off the colored layer. The best way to do that is to duplicate the line work here. Remove traces of this person. And instead of gripping downward like this, I need to like grip sideways. Although this does imply I'm big enough to like manhandle the sun, which has interesting implications for my alibi as a known little fella. As a known short king. As a card-carrying small dude. Didn't you say the sun shapeshifts into different things? Yeah, like a sunflower pot. Or like a sunflower. Or like... So I feel that is true. I could like make it the sun like into the sunflower version of it, but I feel like it'd be funnier if I just like grab this like volleyball shaped thing. Yeah, I feel like it would be funnier. It would be sunnier. It'd be funnier if I just had like the sun itself in my hands, just white knuckle gripped. You know how in the Little Mermaid live action, how Ariel is holding Flounder? This needs to be slightly thicker. I haven't like I feel like I've seen that trailer. You holding those two sunflower leaves? Yeah, I think for now that could work actually. I think for now I'm going to do it like with the ball though. I feel like that's a funnier image. To me personally. Although the sunflower does make a lot of sense as well. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to like... You can see the very like razor thin line that I made there when I accidentally made one that was like 0.1 pixels thick. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't know you could make like things in like pixels thick, but by God, we did it. I feel like I'm holding this thing like a kid would be gripping like a softball or something. Like have you like if you when you guys were in school, did you ever have like these like balls that were made of like foam or something, right? Like is that what a softball is? I feel like that's not what a softball is. It's a ball that is soft, but it's not necessarily a soft ball if that makes literally any sense whatsoever. Softballs aren't soft. Okay, so it wasn't a softball then. I feel like that's a very misleading name then, softball. Oh, hey, bunny. Yes. All right. Let's see. Just like me, I ain't soft. I am simply hard-bread cheese. Let's see. Do I have... Okay, how do I... Wait, what? No, hang on. Okay, there. That's good. All right, then we... No? But yes. Huh, okay. I think I've got an idea of how to do this. These lines are going to be so messy, but it's fine. You know what I should have done? I should have duplicated this folder just in case I don't want to like mess up the original. So, okay, just real quick. Okay, we'll save this as like the original copy folder. All right, and then we can go back and do this one at our leisure. Leisure. Actually, come to think of it, we need this spot here. I don't know. Does it make more sense to like have the... Yeah, I feel like it would make more sense to have like the little spikes here, kind of like protruding from the inside. Okay, and then grab this. And now we do that again with the little swirly ones. But yeah, right. I was talking about the art auction that happened. So there's this like auction house called Sotheby's or Sotheby's, or I did this bit before. Anyway, this auction house broke a record selling a giant statue of a spider made by this woman named Louise Bourgeois. I'm not gonna lie. When I first I heard the term bourgeoisie or bourgeois or whatever the hell originally in like the context of like politics. So learning that there were actual people like named that was kind of a trip for me. That's like if you suddenly met some dude like named like you named a dude named like Proletariat, first name Prol, last name Tariat. All right. Let's see. Yeah. I wonder what like I feel like art auctions aren't actually like normal auctions. I feel like if you're hosting an art auction, you kind of already know who's going to get what. Right? Like I feel like there has to be like almost like a gentleman's agreement in place for at art auctions about like who gets what. Like obviously it would be a flex if like you knew like your rich neighbor Jean-Francois wanted to buy like the same thing that you're gunning for, and like you know that the dealer had like some kind of like unique bargain with him, but like you decide to be a little bit of a hater and you outbid him at the last minute. I wonder if that's a real thing that happens. I do wonder if there's like drama behind the scenes at art auctions. I know there used to be that one show like Storage Wars or whatever that like showed about like that showed that you could like have auctions for storage spaces, but I feel like that is more of like a cutthroat kind of situation, right? Because of the nature of it, right? Because I'm pretty sure that in Storage Wars, or like in these bidding circumstances for buying like abandoned storage spaces, there is like a proper mystery element because nobody actually knows what's going on in there. Okay. Anyway, now we need to. I need to remember how I painted the sun. Hang on. How did that shit go? Hang on. Let me see if I can find like one of the first pictures I made of the sun. Oh, this will work. I underestimated how red this was going to be. Old smug ass. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to tell you guys this, but that phrase, "there's nothing new under the sun," it was actually supposed to be like a diss at him because he's just like so unimpressed by everything. He really thinks he's hot shit just because he's like in charge of, all life on Earth. Gives you a bit of an ego. I feel like I'm a little bit at like a dentist's appointment or something with the way that I'm like brushing away parts of the teeth here. Yeah, just show this to somebody and be like, "This is what happens if you don't brush your teeth twice a day. Beware." Let's see. Okay, I need to like grab everything like in this direction. Oh, I forgot the little like bit right here. There we go. All right, now we need to finish off my lower half. I think we did like 5 on the size. Okay, no, wait, then the perspective is off a little bit, so it would have to be like around here. And now I need pants. Okay, that should be good. Let's see. Where's my ref? All right, and then I remember that the way that I do the inside of the sun is that I basically grab like 6 different. Hang on, it's with the pointillism brush here. So you basically just go in smaller than this. Hang on, smaller than this. Smaller than that even, I think. Or is it bigger? Hang on. I need to start closing things more consistently because I feel like if I don't, it's going to invite chaos upon this world. Like once I'm finished with my, oh god, why is it like that? Anyway, once I'm finished with my files, like I need to be able to like consistently close them, just so that this sort of thing doesn't happen. Did I blend it together? What did I do with this? I remember it was a pointillism brush, right? Particle density? Oh god, that reminds me a little bit of like a dragon scale or something. That's kind of cool. I need to change like the color of it. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I think I remember now. All right, first let's increase the size of this a little bit. Then we need to go to gradient map. This image is going hard. Thank you. All right. What was I doing? Right, with the blend. Taking notes on this because I'm really liking how that coloring effects looks. Right? It's like, it's a very interesting one. I'm going to lower the contrast a little bit, actually. Hang on. Yeah, let me grab my fingers real quick. I don't know though, like it looked different in this one. Like you can see a little bit of the effects. Oh, wait, hang on. I think I might know. Maybe if I do it like with, no, that's not quite right. Maybe I need to like do it with yellow? No, that's not right either. Color stretch? No. If anything, maybe change brush tip color. Oh, okay, now I've cracked the code. All right, hang on. Let's just do a little redo. Or actually, no, I kind of liked how it looked as well, like this. Let's make the orange like a little brighter too. And then much brighter yellow on the inside. Or at least like a lighter orange color. There we go. And just a little bit of blending. Perfect. All right. We got the sun in our grip. And it shall not escape our grasp. All right, that's good for the first meme. Let's see what else we've got. Hell yes, sun emoji. All right, let's just kind of cycle through the submissions. All right, so the next one's actually a double submission. I actually got this from two different people. I got this one for both Jay and Andala, and I think it's really funny that I got like two people who said that this was my vibe. I don't know. I guess I have that one of those faces that looks like I put it down on the grill. Or maybe it's a chanclas. I think that might be it as well. Let's see. I can't tell if I thought, all the time I've seen this meme, I thought he was holding a bottle of ketchup in his hand, but that's like a beer or something. Let me lighten this even more. We'll start with the feet. We'll start feet first on this one since it's a full body. Oh yeah, I read this story the other day that apparently this Australian strongman, um, his name I think is like Troy Conley Magnuson or something, stumbles into the stream. I forgot. Hey Cypress. Yeah, I was talking about like how this like Australian strongman apparently I think it was like a Ferris wheel. Like he hand spun a Ferris wheel that weighed like, well, it was a Ferris wheel, so it was rather heavy, right? But basically, he spun this Ferris wheel by hand for like an entire loop, obviously with no people in it. But I don't know. I don't know how like. Obviously, that's not easy, right? Like, obviously, like spinning anything that's like mechanized by hand is probably very hard. But I do wonder, like, if it's like like obviously it is possible since he did it, but like if the Ferris wheel is like designed to like go mechanically, I imagine it's almost like pushing a pedal on a bike. A little bit. This dude's foot stance is tripping me up, not because it's like weird or anything, but because this is almost how I stand in real life as well. I have like a very like wide foot stance. Or like splayed foot stance. Like my feet almost point in different directions. I don't know why it's like that, but you know, it's just one of my quirks, I suppose. No, this needs to be wider. Standing at attention. Paths but wide. I am wide. You know, maybe I'm not wide enough, maybe, though. Like, you know, they say you should play to your strengths, right? I'm already rather wide, so maybe I just need to become wider. You know, like I need to start like photoshopping myself into like the wide Kazuya meme. Yeah, wide but Photoshop stretched out. Looking like Minecraft Steve. Actually, no. Minecraft Steve actually be like narrower than me. Hmm. This one's a tough nut to crack. I really wish there was like a built-in or like native support in VTube Studio to like squish and stretch your model like that. I don't. There might be actually. There might be. If there is, I don't. I haven't heard of it, but like, I don't know. Given how much streamers are treated like chew toys to begin with, I feel like it would be something that's convenient. All I know is the rescale and rotate feature. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah. I One of the features in VTube Studio that I've never gotten used to is the pinning feature because I've done that a couple of times. I've done that for a couple of my models, you know, if the situation calls for it. But the thing is, I don't know of any way to undo it other than removing all the items. And that makes it a little bit difficult since since obviously like the whole point of the thing is that you can't unpin anything from your model. But at the same time, it's a little bit more difficult to move it smoothly. Let's see. What kind of drink would I hold in my hand? What's my favorite drink? Once it's been pinned, you got to delete the whole thing. Need to fix that. Yeah, I've been considering like trying to learn how to use Mix It Up. I keep, you know, once I learned, you know how like everybody is always like menacing, like, "Ooh, I'm gonna learn this program. I'm gonna learn that program." For me, for a long time, that was like Blender. Like I was always saying, like, I need to learn Blender, and then I learned Blender to an extent, right? Like I have like basic competence with Blender. I have like rookie competence with Blender. But now the one that I want to do is like Mix It Up. Like I want to get good at Mix It Up. Everybody has that one thing where they're like, "Oh, I need to like get good at that," and then like, but like you never really get around to it because everybody has their own wheelhouse, right? It's very difficult to break into a new kind of skill or program, even if it is kind of one in the same branch. Different art programs work extremely differently. They have like a general vibe around them, but like I remember when I first switched from um the software that I was using, Metabang Paint Pro, to Photoshop in high school. My school had like a Photoshop license that we could borrow, and I used it very frequently. When I switched from Metabang Paint Pro to Photoshop for a while, like it took a while for me to learn that. The switch from Metabang Paint Pro to like Clip Studio Paint was a lot easier, but like since I think like Clip Studio Paint actually follows Photoshop in a lot of ways, or the two are very similar in that way, but at the same time, they're like also very different. Yeah, it turns out that like in order to make a living in this world, you need to have a very diverse set of skills, which is a real bummer. I used to think that if like you were good at one fighting, like the best example I can do for this is like fighting games. I used to think that like if you were good at fighting games, you were just like good at every fighting game, and then I realized, oh no, okay, no. So it's like that's absolutely not how it works. Literally, I'm as at 3D space fighters like Soul Calibur or Tekken. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To some extent, like your reflexes, I think, is the only thing that can like carry forward. Like if you get like good reflexes while playing a game, I feel like that can be carried forward to a lot of other games as well. But like even then, right? There's like a pre-existing skill set, or rather, there is no pre-existing skill set that will fit. That's like a one size fits all. The best you can hope for is to like get good at learning, and even then, it takes time and effort to learn new programs. Like in theory, right now I'm working on a vector layer, right? Like these lines that I'm making are like vector lines. So theoretically, I could make like a vector logo. But if I were trying to do that in, say, Adobe Illustrator, for example, I've toyed around with Adobe Illustrator a couple of times, and it's not a great experience. I didn't like that too much, but you know, it's the difference between a program that's like fully adapted to something and like a program that's just like scratching the surface of it. Like from what I understand, the vector layers in Clip Studio Paint have a very limited, like are very relatively limited. Illustrator is an entirely different beast from most other art programs. That's what I found as well. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, a little while ago, I was researching other art programs, and I ran into this one called like Corel Painter, which is supposed to be also a vector based art program. I think it was Corel Painter at least. I might be mixing it up for a different one. I feel like I should have an apron. Yeah, I feel like a little apron for like the situation. You just sent me a decade back upon hearing Corel Painter. Is it Corel Painter? It might have been a different one. You know, aprons are very good. Aprons are like very multi-purpose. I like aprons, but I think like one of the cooler apron designs out there is like those Japanese aprons, which are like a belt and like a cloth right here. I think those are very cool. I think those are cool, but like functionally speaking, they're like the least useful. Like these full body aprons, right? These are the one. This is the kind of apron that I have in my house, and I like it because it covers my body, right? Like it doesn't let anything get splattered on my clothes unless I'm wearing like long sleeves, in which case, you know, be careful. But the ones that are just like a little belt and a little cloth are put an apron on that beast. Hmm. Little pocket here. I'm gonna change the like angle of the legs as well. It bothers me that they're not like perfectly centered. Make them a little wider too. Put an apron on that beast. I feel like that's the exact same thing that like Leon S. Kennedy modders said when they first saw his RE2 design. I stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I saw an opportunity. I remember that Tumblr post where it's like I finally got the keychain I've been looking for in Resident Evil 4, and you know the screen cap is like blurred a little bit because like it's in the middle of a menu, and but you know despite the blurring, despite the kind of like built-in system of censorship created to like protect our like five senses, you can very clearly see that the person is using like a nude Leon mod. And like there's a comment that was like, every time I see this man on my dashboard, he's wearing less and less clothes. Poor Leon, running around, free balling across rural Spain. And those are some cold nights, you know. It's not a pleasant experience. Hold on, people. Stream chat is trying to censor Cyprus. Leon becoming the thought of Resident Evil isn't what I expected. I kind of expected it. I kind of saw the vision in before the vision was there. I wasn't in the trenches, so to speak, for that, but like you know, I feel like I saw that coming. People were already baby girlifying him like in Resident Evil 2. Well, not originally, right? Like I wasn't around for like most of Resident Evil, but like I I've only played a very limited amount of Resident Evil 6. Why is this spatula so fucking massive? I only played a little bit of Resident Evil 6, but I like saw his like Resident Evil 6 design. And I was like, "Oh yeah. This dude's kind of pathetic. Your weapon." Ah, yes, the Mithril Scraper, forged by only the finest Home Depot dwarves. I feel like I've seen a movie where somebody's hand gets like sliced clean off with a spatula. Or was that a SpongeBob episode? I can't remember. I feel like that's a SpongeBob episode. Like, I distinctly remember seeing like some dude's hand gets chopped off by a spatula, but I don't remember where I saw it. All right. Does this one also have like a wheel? I feel like it does. Or at least wait, no. It shouldn't have a wheel because like if all three of them are wheels, then like you go in for the burger flip and suddenly your barbecue is all the way in Albuquerque, unless you live in Albuquerque already, in which case it's in California. And if you live in the California, well, I hope you like the Pacific Ocean because that's where you're going to need to grab your burger. It pisses me off that I know as much about the United States as I do. I feel like I should know less about it. Like, I get that most of the people like a lot of the friends that I've made online are from there, but like, and it's not like an irrelevant thing of knowledge, given like the US's influence on the rest of the earth. But at the same time, everybody needs to know less about the US. All right, let's see. There we go. That's a nice curve. You know what I wish? I wish I lived in like ignorance as I did as a child, because when I was a kid, I used to think that every like movie or everything ever produced was made in Ecuador. I'd heard the term Hollywood, but I thought it was like an aesthetic. I thought it was like it wasn't like a place. I thought it was like just like a generic term for anywhere like a movie is filmed. I need to go back to that grind set. That kind of blissful lack of awareness. Let's see. Also, when I say when I was a kid, I mean like I was when I was like 6 or 7 years old. Like it's that age where like you don't really blame kids for being stupid because like they just don't know stuff. That was a life not knowing anything. Truly. I mean, I don't know. Like now I know what like, for example, now I know what ska music is, and I'd say that's an overall net improvement on my life. So you take the good with the bad. Actually, I'm going to put. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the grill. Oh my god, what is that? I'm going to put the grill a little bit closer to me. I was lucky because I grew up with a lot of ska, so I'd still have that. Oh, that is lucky. Yeah, I mean, I think I discovered ska when I was like still in middle school or something. Like that's when I first like started really getting to like Streetlight Manifesto, and then I kind of branched out from there. I was counting my own toes because I was sure I was missing one after I made that erase. Yeah. Now, Streetlight Manifesto was like how I got introduced to ska. Believe it or not, the reason that I know about ska is because I when I was like 11 or something, I watched this Ed's World animation where they used a Streetlight Manifesto song. I remember this very clearly because I spent like 3 hours looking for the song because my English skills weren't super great um at the time, or like I didn't know how to like look reverse search stuff on the internet at the time. But in any case, I remember watching that animation, being like, "This song kicks ass! I want to hear more of it. I want to listen to more from the band." And like, I found out about Streetlight Manifesto, and and I kind of branched out from there. That's World, my man. It was like such a long time ago, honestly. Like, did you guys have that friend growing up? Like, most of us, I think, had a friend growing up where like you feel like they knew everything there was to know about the world. Like obviously they were still a kid, but like they knew like all these like cool hidden things, or like these like the stuff on the internet that you'd never seen before, and it was like all full of wonder. I feel like we all had a friend like that. and I had a friend of mine like that, and he's someone who like showed me like an Eddsworld animation. I'm like, dude, this kicks ass. And hopefully, I do hope that like I was also that for someone else. Like we were all introduced to the Wonders by someone else, and I hope that we in turn introduce someone else to the Wonders. That is my sincerest wish in this world. I'm gonna give Rice Beast like Ray-Bans or something. Like, what are some like real suburban dad-ass sunglasses? Like the ones that I'm picturing are like these ones that are like, hang on, these ones that are like almost like they have like this, like they're shards that are hanging off the frame rather than protected by the frame. I could probably Google this. Hang, these don't look like anything. Let me Google this. Suburban dad sunglasses. Oh, we've got some ripe options around here. All right, I might be. Hang on. Wait, I might be mistaking them for like? Hang on, military sunglasses. No, that's also not quite it. Or maybe it is. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. All right, these are the ones that I was thinking about. Yeah, these suckers. All right. So Supreme Data Action. Yeah. These guys. All right. Let's update the beast in turn. Let's see. There we go. And we got to have like the little like sunglass hanging thingies off the side. Little sunglass straps. I need to start making accessories for like Rice Beast. I think like I have a customized gun accessory for it, but like, Yeah, here we go. All right, I think this is good. I think we can start coloring. Why is it so dark? Okay. Should I just have like a... No, all right, the logo can be hot pink, but like I feel like the apron should be another color. Not sure which one yet. Oh, that's kind of like rice white works, I think. I never understood the idea of like white aprons. Black aprons made the most sense to me because like, that's going to get stained, so black is not going to show up super good with it, but white aprons, especially since like those are like very common in like butcher shops, right? Like you have this classic idea of like a butcher, they have like a striped white and red apron or something. Well, what was the thinking there, boss? Like, what was your brain process? Like, did you not expect to be covered in blood at the one job that literally means like a dude who gets the blood out of beasts? Pass the moment, be like rice toes. Yeah. Remember that? Hi, Hatsuji. Yeah. I remember seeing this, hearing this one audio of like somebody going like, "Oh, put those grippers away." And I feel that every time I remind people that I got my toes out perpetually. Yeah, in my perfect brain space, in my perfectly cultivated like VTuber reality, I've decided that like that winter has been abolished, so I can just wear chanclas whenever. No more winter. We've had enough of winter. Winter has been canceled. Yeah, down with winter. Winter found dead in Miami. It is eternally grill season. You understand. Is it just me or does Rice Beast have like way too much swag? Like why did I make such a cool beast? Like very consistently I find it's very easy to make Rice Beast cool. I mean, granted, the sunglasses are doing a lot of like are pulling a lot of the weight for that in this situation, but like this is like a swag creature. Swag creature. Okay, sorry. Uh, wait. Okay, I need like what's that like reflective color scheme? Hang on. Yeah, these things. I need to make it like rainbow colored. There's a rainbow gradient around here. Yeah. Holy shit! It's a Brazilian sunshades. Typing that as you said it. Great minds think alike. Yeah, the Brazilian sunshades. I feel like this isn't okay. Oh god. I feel like hang on. Okay, I need to make it bigger than that. Hmm. Oh wait, I see why. Or maybe not. All right, hang on. Oh, yeah, okay, now we've got it. Make it reflect the light back at anyone looking at you. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand this, but like in like the ideal situation with sunglasses, it's not only that I am protected from the sun's rays, but everybody else is actively harmed by them. That's what I look for in a good pair of sunglasses. Yeah, we choose violence absolutely without failure and without bias. Oh right, the grill. Man, I used to be one of those dudes who thought like they were really good at grilling until I realized that like I burned basically everything. But like I seasoned it really well, so it didn't like taste too badly. God. I haven't had an opportunity to grill anything, so I haven't really had a chance to get better either. Yeah, we haven't. We all got to start somewhere. Okay, that spatula is a little too flesh toned, so I'm gonna like change the color that I use for it. There we go. Oh, that's not right. Let's see. That tweet exchange that's like I put it down on the grill, and then the QRT is like, you got to pick it back up too. Yeah. Let's see. Can I just like hang on? This works. But yeah, that's exactly. I think that was exactly my problem. It's not like I charred it to a crisp. Like the thing is, it's very difficult to fuck up good barbecue because of the fact that you are, you know, it is just like cooking meat. So a lot of it is just like what goes on to like making good meat normally, right? It's just like seasoning it and everything. Like you want to have good technique. Like it's not so much a matter of technique as it is like a matter of preparation. So like if you prepare it well, it should still taste good. At least that's what I understand. I like grilled zucchini and mushrooms. Oh yeah, like a little like skewer of grilled stuff. Really good. What should I be drinking? I'm a veggie freak. That's good. That's good. You'll always be healthy that way. I feel like everybody needs to be a freak about like at least one type of vegetable in order to be normal. Are you sponsored by energy drinks? Given how many of them I take, I probably should be. I also like meat. That shit busting. For real. No. Alright, how about. Wait. Couldn't I just have like a normal, like. Alright, I don't know how many drinks are purple, but no. Me and spinach, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Like, I feel like everybody needs to have like one vegetable that's like their like stand vegetable, you know? I read that as spinach for a second. Whenever I see the word spinach, I remember that that one bit from like Breath of the Wild where it's like, "Yeehaw! I'm Spinach, and this is my horse, Spinach." Is it confusing? That's right, same name. You feel like a Coors Light guy. Let me look up the Coors Light can. I haven't seen. I don't remember what those look like. Oh, it's just okay. So it's like a like metal. Okay, so it's just like a metallic one. Why not rice wine, sake? Hmm. Does sake come in cans? I remember. Hang on, canned sake. I mean, surely it has to. Oh, would you look at that? It sure does. Yeah, some of them do. I remember seeing like some Bocce the Rock screen caps for that, where that strange woman in the green dress keeps drinking canned booze, or at least I'm pretty sure it's booze. I know that they do have like booze that comes in cans in Japan. That is like not like beer. It's like some kind of like strong liquor. Yeah, Bocce the Glock is the 10-year epilogue sequel where that follows Bocce's sister, where she became like a hardened desert mercenary. You know what? I'm gonna stay true to the original one. I'm just gonna have a red can. No need to overthink this so much. All right, let's add the text. You know, we got that impact font. What did the original one say? Hang on, I kind of forgot what the original one said. That antisocial behavior do be a familiar gene. I feel like. Hang on. Like, I feel like, yeah, that's. Now, if I get like my wrist slapped by Twitch for putting this text on screen, well, I think I'd be fine with that. Oh, it says it's not in my nature to do these things, but what choice do I have but to listen? Why is it slanted like this? Why is it to the side? I feel like I could almost replace the text with something that's like streamer related. Although, however, maybe skirt around the like uncomfortable subject. I have the skill and the means. Hang on, I am something of a wordsmith. I'm something of a wordsmith myself. Wait, how big is this text? Let's put that at 9 point. I thought I was a bag of rice. I contain multitudes is the thing. Listen, I like to have fun and joke about violence from time to time, but I some of these go a little bit too rough. Yeah, we take it easy here. All right, put that in the middle. All right, so here's what we do. First, we add an outline to it to make it a little bit easier to read. Then we are going to copy and paste this, or duplicate this layer. And then we're going to, whip up a little bit of a quick substitution. And I've got just the idea, and I've got just the thing to do. Hang on. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. This will do. I feel like this will do nicely. Just so that, we don't get into trouble. Let's see. All right, what else we got? I think we had a couple more. Oh yeah, let's do one that Cypress sent. Or actually, hang on. Before we move on to Mrs. Obama, it's been an honor. Let's go get that original text first. Hang on. It's been an honor. Okay, there we go. That's at least more lore relevant. But just for fun's sake, we'll just. Oh god. God, I forget how terrifying that is. Hang on, I made a little mistake on the hand here. Let's go fix this real quick. I should save. Hang on. All right. Mrs. Baum, it's been an honor. All right. I had an idea for how to do this one, but we need to start with like the base image first. And the good thing is we can probably like steal the toes from the grill one. We do a little bit of chicanery around here. Although I will need to like make the feed in profile, so I need to like. There we go. I need to like really squish them together. Got it. It's like a Rorschach painting. What do you think happens if like you go into like I don't think Rorschach paintings are used anymore, or like Rorschach drawings are particularly like common in psychiatry these days. But what do you do if like if your shrink like showed you a picture of like one of those Rorschach paintings, and very very clearly you can see that it's just like the psychiatrist's feet like pressed together in like a symmetrical fashion. Like, do you point it out? Like what kind of? This is like a Hannibal episode in my mind now. Tell me, Will. Let's see. Ironically enough, with my freakishly wide proportions, I think the only kind of like figurine that can actually capture my true essence is in fact a Funko Pop. And my character design actually avoids a lot of the normal Funko Pop pitfalls. Like I don't need to worry about like having weird looking eyes because I don't have eyes. It'd be a little bit awkward with a massive blockhead, but I feel like I could like shoehorn that in. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Future proofed. Haha, shoehorn. Shoehorns are very helpful. That's actually one of the first things that I bought when I was like living on my own. Is actually I bought a shoehorn. People don't tell you this, but like they do save lives. I, I don't know what it is. I have like rather large feet, right? So having that shoehorn around actually helped me to like not like so whenever I slipped on my shoes, it would like scrape my thumb a little bit, right? It like just the tightness of it. So having that shoehorn around was a real boon. Please ignore the fact that like 90% of my shoes are chunkless and like pretend for a minute that I do wear shoes normally. Maybe that's why I don't have like the right calluses. Maybe that's why I find shoehorn so helpful. I wear chunkless like 90% of the time, so my thumbs don't have like those shoe calluses that people would develop from like flipping them on and off constantly. When I pull them on them, the thumb gets pinched between my heel and the back of it. Maybe you're a Giga Chad. That's also a reasonable explanation. I shall immediately assume this into my worldview and perspective. Hmm. There we go. Little salute. It's a little bit difficult, right? Because like the penguin has like a very flat flipper, so it's very difficult to how do you say, replicate that emotion. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna like move this arm away. I'm gonna add my hood. Or actually, I'm gonna add my head first. And then we go for the hood. Pabs, what do you think Samus has after her mission? My belief is she chucks a Modelo. What, like patchouli knowledge? That's a hard question. I'm not a huge alcohol guy, so I don't know. I feel like even if I knew, I could kind of capture the essence of a woman as complicated as Samus Aran. I feel like I wouldn't be able to give her like an exact drink order. Doesn't have to be alcohol. That's true. That's true. I don't know. She doesn't really. I feel like it would be like a beer, just like a normal ass beer. Like I feel like it would have to be like something that's simple enough to be like, I feel like it would be a very simple pleasure. Maybe not a bottle beer, definitely a canned thing. Love Calpico. Calpico. That's the one that's like made out of like fermented milk or something, right? Let me look it up. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Calpis. Yeah, there's this like Korean brand that has like a little shooting star on it that is of that drink, and I remember drinking it a lot. They just have it in like the random stores around here. Yeah, I used to be a huge ginger ale guy back in the day. Big ginger ale guy, but I kind of fell off that bandwagon. I don't really like carbonated drinks all that much anymore. Like I'll still drink it if it's offered, but like I'm not. It wouldn't be like my go-to. I've lost my passion for effervescence. What kind of expression would this be? Hang on. What's the penguin's expression? It's kind of like a forlorn one. Would you let a minor read Berserk? Hmm. That's a complex. I mean, like when you say let them, like, do you mean like if I found out that some kid that I was like partial like responsible for wanted to read Berserk or was reading Berserk, would I stop them? Because like I don't have like I don't have the onus of like I'm not like a library. I'm not like a librarian or anything. I'm not like a Responsible with the child, and would you hand it to them? Hand it to them? Like recommend it to them? No. No, I would not recommend it. I would not like I would not like I wouldn't go up to a kid and be like, "Hey kid, you like that manga stuff? You like a My Hero Academia?" Like if the kid was like if it's just like a normal kid who reads like normal like Common Showman Jump, I don't think I would like recommend it to them. I feel like Berserk. The thing with a lot of like, how do I put this? Berserk is one with a lot of manga actually. I feel like there are very few manga where you like need where you have like a moral obligation to like recommend it to people. Like the only one that I can think of that's like that I feel like that strongly about is probably Mob Psycho 100. But there are very few manga that I feel like the absolute need to recommend to people. Like you have to understand that everybody has like different tastes, right? Like there's no one size fits all kind of manga. Like I said, the closest one that I can think of is Mob Psycho 100, but that's just because its message is completely beautiful and people need to see it more often. Berserk is one of those things where like it delivers its message and its themes in such a unique way and in such a special way. But if you are not like ready for the kind of like path that requires, you will not have a good time with it. Right? Like the same reason I can't like in good faith randomly recommend Chainsaw Man to people. Chainsaw Man is one of the best manga I've ever read, but it's absolutely not something that I can like recommend to people like mindlessly. Right? Like it's not something that I can be like you need to read this 100%, right? Like it's not something that I can like unless I have like a good read on the person's personality and I understand like what they're cool with and what they're not cool with. It's not something that I can like in good faith recommend. That's the case for a lot of things, right? So my kind of like conclusion for your question is basically, does the kid want to read it? And if they do want to read it, like if they really really want to read it, there's no way that you can stop them. Is the thing. But you should at least like let them know what they're getting into. The kid is asking you for a manga, not specifying. Okay, yeah, in that case, no, don't recommend Berserk unless they're absolutely like looking for something that's like gory or like, because like I said, Berserk is a beautiful piece of writing, but it's absolutely not like child appropriate. Like I would not like. It would be. This might sound a little mean spirited. It would be a little bit funny to recommend Berserk to a child, but I would not do it. I would not like. It's definitely not the moral high ground answer. Yeah. Now, like I said, Berserk has a lot of stuff in there that like people would not be ready for, especially if like they go into it blind. But I enjoyed Berserk. I enjoyed my time reading Berserk. Well, rather, I enjoyed the themes and the way that it explored them. Right. Like some of the stuff in there was definitely a little heavy for me, but like I do think it's like if you're looking for like something that has like a lot of history, like the thing is that Berserk had a lot of influence in a lot of other places in manga. Like even like in like the most standout example that I can think of is like the Dark Knight class in Final Fantasy XIV. That's like a straight up shout out to Berserk, from what I understand. So yeah, I don't play Final Fantasy XIV myself, but I do know that a lot of people who do. Salt the earth moment. Uh-oh. Well, you know how it is. You party too hardy as a Dark Knight, and the next thing you know, you've raised the town. Yeah, we've all been there. The night starts out with like, I promise I'm only gonna have one drink, and then you wake up the next morning in like your friend's bathtub and are like, oh fuck, what happened? And they're like, we went on a crusade. Fuck, my wife is gonna kill me. You know, We've all been there. Town was literally wiped from the map. On the bright side, if it's wiped from the map, that means they can't start a class action lawsuit against you. So, you take the good with the bad. That does sound like a tragic thing that happened, though. That's something that I don't understand. Like, Hitsuji, maybe you can enlighten me on this. That's something that I don't understand. Like, in quest lines, so like in Final Fantasy XIV, I understand that you have like different quest lines for different classes, right? Is that how it goes? So, does that mean like every player who has like a Dark Knight class has like exploded a town? Like, is there like a never-ending list of towns available for like people who are aspiring to be Dark Knights? And as they kind of achieve those qualifications, the townspeople are like, looks like good old adventure number 5,043 is very close to clearing it. Better start packing up. This town's done for soon. Is that how it goes? No, but they have literally maimed the equivalent of all religious people in the world. This is not a joke. That reminds me of that one video thumbnail that's like how to go to hell in every religion. Let's see. Yeah, this is the first one we got tonight that's got shading, mainly because it's just like me standing in the middle there. Let's see. A little bit of shadow on the chin too. Gonna need to soften this one. Hang on. Wait, hang on. That's not right. All right, this should work. But yeah, anyway, kind of like going back to my main point. Berserk is like absolutely important culturally. So like if you're looking for you don't even need to read all of Berserk, right? Like you just need to like kind of analyze it. You can like analyze stuff without like needing to consume it. Like there was that like House of Lee, like that one and I would argue that sometimes it's better to do it that way. Like for example, there is this like video essay about a Doom WOD called like myhouse.wad that I'm never ever going to play myself, because first of all because I'm kind of a pussy, but second of all because like it sounds like a not very easy experience. So the fact that somebody else did it for me, right, and had the patience to explain that process, that's kind of like my goal. That's kind of like what I need sometimes, rather than like going out and sallying it forth and consuming it myself. There are instances where I do prefer to like get the full experience myself, but like, other times I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do all that. This is particularly true for like games and such, right? Like if it's a series or a manga, I'm more than happy to like take a peek myself, but like I think in games for games in particular, I just don't have that much patience to like go through them. I'm planning to try and polish off, if I have time, when I get the chance, I'm going to try and finish off Killer 7 because I started the game. I have no idea what the fuck is happening in it. And I want to finish it myself, but I know for a fact that like the moment I finish it, I'm going to need to look up like one of those ending explained videos on YouTube. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Killer 7, all I know is that it's just a big old what the fuck is happening. That has been the experience so far, yes. Anyway, let's see. We've got the actual graphic done now. Let's blow this sucker up. Increase its magnitude. All right, so here's how we do. We add a folder, we grab everything in here, put it in here. Merge selected layers. And then what we're going to do is that we are going to, because it's going to be difficult to, I don't have a, like, I was thinking actually quite hard about how to do this, like, this tessellated effect right here. I forgot the word. Is it tessellated? Triangulated? This kind of like Thanos snap ass effect here. And hang on. And my best solution was to do asphalt. So I'm going to copy and paste this, merge the selected layers. Hang on. So now I have like a freeform one to work with. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. You should eat him. I have been running low on rice lately. Eating my homunculus probably run down my grocery costs quite a bit. No, I shouldn't. That does technically qualify as cannibalism, I think. Too many pabs does mean I do lose power, but it's fine. What's that saying like? Like two hands are better than one, and four hands are better than two. Something like that. All right. I had one of these that's like nothing but like solid triangles. Why do you need so many hands? Well, you see, I'm in this competitive field called full contact juggling. And well, what they don't tell you is that for some of these juggling events, they do use live chainsaws. And I'm unfortunately still an amateur. Get arms. Huh, that's true. Hands aren't very useful without arms. Gotta bounce, but hey, you have a good stream. Thanks for coming by, Cypress. Okay, where is... I had like a triangle effect somewhere around here. It's been a fucking pleasure. 07. I had like a triangle effects thing somewhere around here. I think that... Was it this one? Like, I swear I had one that was nothing but like solid triangles. Where is it? Trying to figure out how to do this now. I have like these very like these like very like modern looking like shape scattering pens, but I kind of just need one that's just like straight up triangles. Oh, hang on, this one will work. All right, here's how we do. All right, I'm gonna grab a ruler. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make this like a. Hang on. I'm trying to make this like a as close as possible to the original meme. So here's my idea. I'm gonna use some like. What else would be good? A symmetry ruler would probably be helpful. All right, so here's how we do. Increase the brush size. Increase the particle size. We'll turn off the symmetry soon. This is just like to start out very quickly to get us started. All right, how do I grab the symmetry ruler without also grabbing the parallel line ruler? Oh, here we go. All right. But yeah, it's basically going to be doing a whole bunch of this for a minute. All right. So here's the idea. This is going to serve as our base. And we will use this top one to clip onto it. And then we are going to grab the latter part of this, and probably with like the stretch tool. I think the stretch tool would probably be the best one. Or the liquefy tool, I'm sorry. Yeah, here we go. This looks so weird. Is this working? I feel like it's working. I need to look a bigger one of these. Okay. Got my man fucked up. No kidding. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's getting warmer. We're getting warmer. What if I like increase the size of it? Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Today I am a genius. All right, hang on. We can work this. We can work with this. Does clip not have a pixelate filter? It does, but it's like a mosaic pixel is the thing. All right, hang on. Unless they secretly added one. All right. Then we're going to use a kneaded eraser. Hang on. Oh, crap. Hang on. We're going to need a third one of these. Too many tabs. No, you know what? An army of tabs, yeah. I think the reason this isn't working is because like the pixelation effect is like too far back. Like the issue with this is going to be like trying to figure out how to apply this effect on top of the existing work. Okay, we're getting warmer. Little by little, we're getting there. Hmm. All right, I think this is about as close as we're gonna get. Unless, hang on, unless, huh? Oh, hang on. Second brain blast moment of the day. All right, I need something harsher than this. Oh, the sparkling might be good. No, maybe some cross hatching. Oh yeah, the cross hatching should help a lot actually. Yeah, okay, now we're getting it. Yeah. What other stories did I have to tell you guys? Oh yeah, I was reading about this like space culinary lab that they've been like developing, right? So basically, it's a bunch of people somewhere in the U.S. I forgot which place specifically, but essentially they're trying to like develop a kind of like kitchen facility that they could use on rocket ships. And some of the amenities they have are actually making me a little bit jealous because they have like, so I remember there were like four specific things the article mentioned that they had. They had a an algae kind of thing. Like, first of all, they had like some kind of like microgreen lab so that you could like grow a small amount of vegetables and maintain your mental health by taking care of the greenery. They had like some kind of algae machine that could like transform the algae because like they rely a lot on algae apparently. Um, it transformed the algae that they were eating into like with like nuts and berries and stuff like that. They could like basically garnish the algae. Hmm. All right, I dare say we're getting close to the ideal vision. But yeah, the one that I was really impressed by of like the different like condiment assistants that they had was basically that they had like a laser based barbecue. So you know how like in commercials and everything, they have like these barbecues that are like made. These lines here are the ones that bother me. They have like these like super nice grill marks, right, on all their like different foods and everything. They basically have a laser that like toasts those on there on like whatever protein you're eating. It toasts like the grill marks on whatever protein you're eating. And oh, this one hasn't been properly covered yet. It toasts grill marks onto whatever you're trying to like cook. So that basically it cooks it with the laser, so that it has those like grill marks, but it also has like, it's been properly cooked. That's the one that really like stuck out to me. Like, dang, I wish that was like available for commercial use. Yeah, you know, when I was a kid, I really wanted to try astronaut ice cream, and unfortunately, when I did try it for the first time, it was rather underwhelming. Like, it's just freeze dried ice cream. It's not that difficult of a concept to grasp. I mean, no. I guess if you never had freeze dried, or like if you've never had like freeze dried food, it's probably a little bit more difficult to guess what like freeze dried ice cream is like. Imagine if like you took ice cream and sucked out all the moisture. So it was like a crust of ice cream. That's what freeze dried ice cream is like. Oh, this is the one. There we go. I think like so I can probably like hang on. I can probably do a little bit more with these guys. Just making sure that the particles aren't too big. All right, I think we've got it. You're posting all of these on Discord, right? Uh, I mean, probably on Twitter, but yeah. Twitter. Yeah, you caught it. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of weird kitchen stuff, I learned that apparently there was like a dessert in the medieval times called like fairy butter. So what it is, it's as the name implies, it's butter, egg yolks, not egg whites, egg yolks, sugar, and like rose or orange water. And like apparently you are supposed to like chill it and strain it through like a strainer so that it came out as like little golden strands. Am I allowed to name drop Mrs. Obama? Am I allowed to drop Mrs. Michelle Obama in my meme? Well, I get him to like. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna take that risk. I open my ear. I'm gonna play it safe. No, I'm gonna play it safe. The feds ain't gonna catch me slipping. All right. I think we do one more and then we call it a night. Which one? Okay, which one should we do? We got some from Shelly. I'm gonna do some from Shelly. Uh, yeah, this one. I kind of want to try doing one of these. The one with the Rilakuma flush. For this one, I think I am just gonna straight up draw over it since it is a picture. The other ones have been like images that I could recreate, but like this one is like a picture. Gonna have like a little arm over here. This is probably the one that's going to like deform me the most. This is gonna be like super deformed Pabs. I forget that like I keep forgetting the like name for like the proper term, like the English term for like chibi drawings is super deformed, right? Like even like Gundam, right? Gundam SD stands for super deformed because it's like a cutesy version of it that looks like completely different from what it actually is. I feel like we need like a more elegant term than super deformed. I feel like if you get put through a Photoshop filter, that's what like the name that name implies to me, at least. Like the way I was stretching myself out earlier, I think that would qualify. I don't know what it is about like maybe it is because I don't have eyes, but like I feel like whenever I like don't show enough like liveliness in my expressions, I look like a corpse. Like this Pabs could very easily be dead. We don't know. Especially if I had like the idea to like put on sunglasses on this to make it look like cooler, right? So you know, I'm getting like chef around, getting something of an ego about it. So I thought like I would like give myself sunglasses, but I'm worried that like this will have like a Weekend at Bernie's sort of effect. I've never even seen Weekend at Bernie's, but like I understand like the basic concept of it well enough to like be concerned about that possibility. I think these need to be like further back. Wait, no, hang on. It's like okay, the bottom one is the curved one because that's where your nose goes. Those glasses, something's off about these shades. Something's definitely off. Something about like the perspective of these is like messing me up. Maybe like the eyes need to be farther apart. Maybe that's it. There we go. Wait, I've got a really good idea for. Hang on, I've got a really good idea for like how to enhance this one. Let's see. All right, first I need to finish the like coloring on this. A little bit of a little bit of dust right here. And just like swipe that away. I feel like to make it cuter, I should make the mouth a little bit smaller. Right, let me fix this part up first. Maybe a little bigger than that. I drew it directly on the... Hang on, I drew that directly on the coloring layer. Yeah, that's good. Okay, then we're going to have big old sunglass shinies here. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to like Photoshop Rilakkuma out of the picture. Apologies, sir, but you have been replaced. Now, I learned a couple of tricks about like doing this back when I was doing the Valentine's Day drawing. First, that the liquify tool is our friend. And there. Rilakkuma has been effectively suppressed in that area. Now, the real challenge will be the rest of this over here. But I've got a plan, right? I have a scheme, a devious scheme for tackling this. Oh, why is it like? Oh, all right. We'll add some noise to this part here. Okay. I like doing this part. Weirdly enough, for meme redraws, I like doing this part the most. It makes me feel like the most clever when I'm like covering up parts of like the original one and trying to like make sure that they blend in easily. It makes me feel very slick, very clever, very devious even. All right, so then we're going to make some Perlin noise. Very, very small scale. It looks like I've been lost in the static void. All right, and then we're just gonna... May screen? No, overlay maybe. Yeah, just a little bit. There we go. I still need to cover up the part back here, but that's fine. I can just do that like pitch black. and thus Relakuma becomes safely extracted from this world. That being said, I do have an idea. I did say I had an idea about how to enhance this meme, and I will put that idea to paper post haste. All right. First, we're going to need to take this window right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add rice piece in the driver's seat. Maybe with some tiny sunglasses of his own. Yeah, rice piece in the wheel. How does its feet reach the pedals? That we may never know. There we go. Yeah, the chauffeur. Or chauffeur. You know, but instead of the EU, however, it's got it's just the fur part. You know, this pun would have worked better as like a written thing, but you know, you can't have everything in this life. All right, let's see. Come to think of it, I can just kind of like select everything that's outside of the drawing area and select to erase it. Hmm. Yeah, screw it. I'll erase parts of the tail if I need to. Let me fix up this little part right here. Come on, bud. Here we go. And then we'll just copy and paste the sunglasses effect for this one. I'm honestly a really big fan of like the round sunglasses. I feel like they give like characters a very like shady look in a way that I can really appreciate. Gonna give it the like Vash the Stampede type frames. All right, and then what we're gonna do is that we're going to overlay the. Is that a like helicopter outside? What the fuck is happening? Yeah, we're gonna overlay like the car window over the creature. There we go. Or maybe, hang on, what if I just like soft erase like a little bit of like where the rice piece is supposed to be? Yeah, there we go. And then, just for a little bit of extra something, we can just add like an outline of the steering wheel right here. There we go. Although I feel like white rice piece came out a little wide. I'm going to correct that real quick. Perfect. All right. I think we've done some good work today. So we've done 4 memes. We've got the grip meme from Bunny. We've got the grill meme from Jay. We've got the from Jay and Adala. We've got the one from Cypress, and we've got the one from Shelly. So I think we've done a pretty good. We've hit at least one of every submission. And it is running late, so I think it is time to call it a day. Whoops, there go my arms. Whoops, there they go again. Okay, come on now. All together, there we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, is anybody else streaming at this time? Let's see. BZ is a streaming art as well, so let's go say hi to them. Yeah, other than that, have a great rest of your weekend, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening as well. Later. Bye.